Well, in today's video, I'm going to talk about Last Man Standing. I've been watching it from the very beginning. Tim Allen's newest show. Well, it's not new anymore. Well, it just got canned by ABC. I wonder, this is what pisses me off. When Tim Allen was talking about Barack Obama on his show, Last Man Standing, it was like, okay, we're handling it for 6 seasons, okay. But as soon as Donald Trump came into office, his show gets canned. I don't understand why something like that great of a show gets canned just because we have a new president. If I was president and Tim Allen was talking to me like that, making jokes and about my policies and all that stuff, this is how I would take it. I would just laugh because I believe he is funny. Tim Allen is funny, and honestly, I feel that same way about Robin Williams and Jim Carrey. Who else? Who else do we got? At least those are my top 3 comedians. And George Lopez. So between those four comedians that I enjoy watching, George Lopez doesn't do his show anymore, which that's fine. But I don't know why Tim Allen's show gets canned after 6 seasons of 7 million and a half viewers. And honestly, I believe Last Man Standing deserves a respectable last season, or with 22 episodes, or just because he's Tim Allen, I would actually give him credit of having as many seasons as he wants. Because if you get rid of that show, I might as well not watch ABC. I only watch it because the only other reason why I watch ABC is Shark Tank. But yet, that's about it. And honestly, if Last Man Standing goes, I don't think I'll watch ABC anymore. Or shall I say, Trump debacle, the Last Man Standing. Honestly, Last Man Standing is supposed to be funny, and it's supposed to talk about things the average person may not find appropriate or something like that, but it's all in good fun. I think at least it deserves what it sits on. Oh, its title says Last Man Standing. So can't you guys at NBC or ABC respect that title that you gave that show? Meaning only he's the only one that's left on the whole thing. See, why would you name a show Last Man Standing if you're not gonna finish off that title run? Because the Last Man Standing usually means there's only one guy left. in certain avenues. And I believe Tim Allen deserves at least one more season. The whole cast does. They all deserve one last season to call that show what it is. Because yet, it's not. Hold on. Hey. Well, honestly, to me, I've watched Last Man Standing for 133 episodes, or how many it's on. But I read or looked online that Last Man Standing's going to get canceled because of political... Hold on. Whoops. Hold on. Whoops. Technical difficulties. Oops. Last Man Standing's, like I said, Last Man Standing's getting canceled because of political differences. Okay, when Barack Obama was president, ABC didn't have a problem with it. But now that Donald Trump is president, they have a problem with it. I don't know what the problem, why the problem is now being addressed. Is it because, honestly, I'm not trying to be racist, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Is it because when you guys were talking about Barack Obama, was it because he was black? So is that why? That's why ABC didn't have a problem with talking about politics when that show was on, when Barack Obama was president? I don't understand that. And as soon as Donald Trump became president, it gets Last Man Standing gets canned and no show renewal. What's wrong with that? Like, I don't understand that. That does not make sense to me. If I was president and he was making fun of me like that, I would honestly respect Tim Allen's craft for what he does. And honestly, that stuff all might be true. So I would respectfully tell him to keep going, because it's all about good fun and making fun of people when it's probably the truth. If it wasn't the truth, then why would it not be funny? I mean, some things could be the truth and it's not funny, but I will laugh at it all the time. I mean, I laugh at myself 24/7. But that's what ABC's doing. And honestly, I think the reason why ABC's canceling that show also is because they honestly own too much stuff. Disney owns too much stuff, so they could easily dismiss Last Man Standing, even if they make a revenue stream of 7.5 million viewers. I mean, what does it take to consider that a great show? I mean, 8 million? I mean, what was another show I liked and ABC canceled it? Oh, I remember. It was Forever. I mean, they canceled that show and it had just as many viewers as Last Man Standing did, but yet Forever only got one season. I mean, I would have loved to hear about Henry Morgan at least for 7 more years. But no, ABC canceled it because they weren't making enough money revenue or getting enough viewers. 7 million is not enough viewers? Come on. If I got even 1 million viewers, I would be happy. Even if I got 2 million, after that I would be even grateful that I even had that. But there's certain shows I wonder they have less than Tim Allen does, and yet they're still on. I mean, what was it? I think one was Jane the I wonder how many viewers Jane the Virgin has, and yet it doesn't. The viewership probably doesn't compare to Last Man Standing, and yet that show is still on, and yet she's still a quote-unquote virgin. I mean, come on. For me, no offense to Jane the Virgin fans out there, but the title that is stated for certain shows like Jane the Virgin or Last Man Standing should actually get to a point of finishing. I mean, Last Man Standing could be meaning there's only one guy left at the store, and that's why he's standing there, but yet they didn't have the ABC doesn't have the decency or the respect of Tim Allen's craft to finish off the show. I mean, they canceled it after 6 seasons, and then you're just canceling it now? Come on now, that's not respectful. That's insulting to that show's greatness. I mean, I'm a hardcore Tim Allen fan. I like comedians. I like to laugh. I mean, without his show, I don't know what I'm gonna watch now. I mean, there's always Shark Tank, but yet that's the only other show I watch, but yet it's overshadowed by something else. I mean, all I'm asking is for ABC to actually finish off the next season with a proper season finale, if they want to do it that way. Just don't can something that has 7.5 million viewers just because we have a new president. I mean, you held out, ABC held out this long. I mean, what's stopping you guys now? Just because we have Donald Trump as president? Come on! If I was the owner of that kind of show for Last Man Standing, I would keep it going for at least 2 more other seasons if I could help it. Because, no, honestly, and to be totally honest with you, I think Disney makes too much money anyway. Because every year they seem to raise up their theme park revenue, and yet they don't know how to balance out their shows. They're making so much money that they don't really care about showing shows anymore. So I wonder why they still do it then, if they're gonna cancel shows like that after 6 years. That's not fair. I mean, nothing's fair. People tell me all the time, nothing's fair, but yet this should be respected as a show within itself, and it should have at least one more season. That's how I felt about Castle. Castle should have had at least one more season, but because most of the cast members wanted to leave, they had to end the show. But they should have ended it properly. I mean, they didn't. Castle never found out who. They never found the 3XK killer or whatever in that show. And I was hoping they would finish off that arc before they ended the series. But nope. And I didn't watch Castle until like maybe the 5th season. I mean, okay, that just goes to show you that I'm a little behind when it comes to shows. But for Last Man Standing, I've been watching it all the way through. For 133 episodes. For 30 minutes each time it was on. I even had it on my DVR. And my mom would always say to me, "Why are you watching it again?" "Just because there's nothing else on." And she would even tell me about when it came down to it, when it comes down to the Flash too, I would do the same thing. When the Flash was over, I would watch it again. But no, ABC doesn't know how to finish off series because they want to make even more money because they're partners with Disney, and that's why Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. will go on forever because that's a Marvel product, and that doesn't make sense to me. Last Man Standing should at least be respected and go on for its final season then. That's only fair to Tim Allen's character as a comedian and as a person. That should be commended. I mean, nothing lasts for 6 seasons anymore, especially a comedy, except for what was Mike and Molly and some others. But and plus they were on CBS, and CBS never actually kept The Crazy Ones, which is also a show I watched, and CBS canceled that show too on their network. I don't even know why people bother with shows they're not going to keep on for at least 100 episodes. I mean, Last Man Standing should be respected and kept on for at least another season. I mean, to end it properly. Don't just abruptly end something that had 6 seasons going for it. I mean, at least Charmed ended properly after 8 seasons, somewhat. But still, I'm saying to all the people that haven't watched Last Man Standing should actually go and watch the show, because I watched it last night on Channel 5 when it was on reruns, because there was nothing else on, and it was on at what 1:30 yesterday, and I wasn't even watching that. And honestly, I think ABC is making a huge mistake if they're gonna end it abruptly for that show, because that's not fair. After 6 seasons of 7.7 million viewers, 7.5 million viewers, you're gonna end a show like that? That's like ending Saved by the Bell and putting it back on, which it sort of did come back briefly, and ending it the wrong way. I mean, come on. Tim Allen's probably the last comedian I will watch if George Lopez doesn't come back. And knowing how George Lopez feels about his comedic craft and all when he wants to retire as a comedian, Tim Allen's probably the only one left. And Jim Carrey, but yet Jim Carrey does mostly movies, which means that he hasn't done a show in a very long time. And and that's what happens when people care about ratings more. People care more about money than the quality of the show. I mean, come on. Last Man Standing deserves one more season. ABC. I mean, you give Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. what, 4 seasons? 5? 6? And it's still going? I don't understand that. Because it's a Marvel license, I guess. And because Marvel pays you extra just to keep that show going, even if the ratings are bad. So, I get it. But that's besides the point. Last Man Standing deserves one more season. Out of respect for the fans, out of respect for the countless viewers that you got on your own network to watch the show. I mean, I don't even watch Dr. Ken that much, but yet I would watch it occasionally because Last Man Standing was going to be on the show, so Tim Allen was going to be on the other show, so I would watch it. But other than that, I don't think you're giving the right reason for canceling it because of what I read online, of political differences or whatever. I don't think that's fair. Because if I was president, I wouldn't mind comedians making fun of me all the time. I respect their craft. I understand they need material, so I get it. So all I'm saying is, for Last Man Standing, is it deserves 1 or 2 more seasons left just to finish it off. I mean, ABC, or shall I call you the forefronters of absorbing people's wallets and not caring because you're affiliated with Disney? So not much, man. Well, that is it for my rant or my video today, because I'm kind of upset knowing that Last Man Standing's last season was this last season that already finished. I was hoping for another season coming down the pipeline for Last Man Standing, but yesterday I find out 9 hours ago, or when they tweeted it, that it's not coming back this year. So I'm kind of pissed. Very pissed. And if I was a fan of certain shows on ABC, I would be pissed. Because I was. They canceled Forever, which only lasted 1 season. I don't understand why you would even bother giving something a full season and not considering another season. Oh, I guess because Disney owns you guys, so that's why you don't care about shows anymore. ABC. I mean, that's truth. That's what I believe. And when it was talking about Barack Obama, like I said, when Last Man Standing was talking about Barack Obama and about that stuff, ABC didn't care, so they just aired it for 6 seasons. But yet, when they're talking about Donald Trump, boom, it gets canned immediately, right after Donald Trump gets elected president. This is why celebrities should never consider running for president. If that was the case, if this is what happens to shows right after they get elected. That's just my personal observation and opinion about that. Well, I look forward to talking to you guys next time, so check you guys later. Bye.